Yo. Oh man. Y'all know I had to get back on here because I was going to do another one yesterday, but I just decided not to and wait until just the next day. The audio good? The audio is good. So, oh my lord, this is going to be a good video. The audio good off rip. I don't got to start over. Yeah, this is going to be a good video. Steph PG3 here, and I have arrived back in the Ace Attorney trilogy. Honestly, I don't know. This is part 3 2 of the investigation. I don't know how much further we have in this episode left. I feel like there's still a lot that we don't know. Let me put my phone on the charger. Alright, I'm ready. Nah, hold on. Before I do that, I know the audio was cool, but let me check it one more time before I do put this on the charger. Hopefully it's still cool. Okay, we're good. We're live, baby. Alright, March 22nd, 19:14 p.m. Gatewater Hotel, Corridors Hotel Room. Yee! It's past 9 p.m. already, isn't it? I wonder if Mr. Hedgeroth has already found Mr. Meyer. These take time. I'd say probably not. The police are professionals, Pearl. They'll find her. So don't you worry. Because if we can win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay. You're right. Oh. I don't think none of this changes. Alarm clocks on. Yeah, that's not nothing. Though. Why is all this like this though? Like we looked over this plenty of time. We gonna scan over it again. Alright. You know what, like I'm just really doing, y'all know me, bruh. I just gotta do it anyway just to be sure. I'm low-key interested how the next game is about to be. You know, this is like I have a feeling that this is most likely the last episode. I mean, because it's like when you really think about it, this game only go up to 4 episodes. Well, besides the first game that went up to 5, so I'm assuming that this would most likely be the last episode as well. Okay, that's it. Is there anything we talked to Pearls about here? So the real person who killed Mr. Corridor was that assassin, Mr. Shelly B. Killer, right? In the card Miss Andrews found at the crime scene seems to be proof of that. But if that's the case, then a new question comes to mind. Who was the one that hired the killer to begin with? Who is his client? You mean, who asked for a murder? That person didn't want to dirty their own hands in blood. But whoever this client is, they're still a killer. Who could have hired the assassin? Do you think it was Miss Andrews? I wonder. I mean, why would she do that though? What would be the point? Like if she, I don't know. I just feel like she wouldn't do that. But if she was the client, then why go through the effort to stab the knife into the corpse herself? Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, it wouldn't make sense. But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then no, it can't be. Matt Eggerty himself? Nah, Matt. I mean, last episode I did say it might be. It seemed like the signs is pointing to Matt, but I don't want to believe that it's actually Matt. There's no way. There's no way, right? I mean, like, why would he do it? I mean, no, actually, Andrew said he got some type of something he wanted to hide. So when you really think of it from that aspect, it does seem like He would do that. If Mr. Equity really did hire an assassin, and he is not innocent at all. Far from it, he would be guilty of the crime. But it can't be Mr. Equity, right? I mean, we first talked with him. Mr. Equity, I'd like to ask you one more question. Did you kill Mr. Joanne Corrida? Alright, just so we're clear, dude, I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Joanne Corrida, okay? Didn't see any psychic locks at that time. Nah, see, that's the thing, though. If he hired the assassin, that didn't mean he killed him. So he would technically, he's not lying. He didn't kill him. So, actually, that reminds me. Did you remember something, Miss Idiot? Yeah, something Miss Andrews said at the trial today. She said something interesting. So what is this interesting thing? Oh, that's right. You didn't hear it, did you, Pearls? Joanne had bet everything on the Jammin' Ninja this year. I forgot, yeah, Pearl was Mia Pearl, so of course she didn't hear it at the time, right? And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought anyway. That gotta be some elite hater type timing, bro. Why you gotta take Matt down because you took an L? Like, nah, he cooked me. It looked like somehow Joanne had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Mr. Haggerty's secret? What is this secret? I don't know yet. But for now, let's think about it this way. Mr. Corrida was going to reveal this secret. That means Mr. Haggerty had plenty of motive to have Mr. Corrida silenced. Which means we have to meet with Mr. Haggerty. There's no way around it. Alright. To the joint we go. March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel hallway. Wow, it's really getting late, isn't it, Mr. Nick? Yeah, it's past 9 p.m. already. But we still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. There's still the matter of this secret Mr. Corrida held about Mr. Haggerty and Miss Andrews' real intention. These are two things I must know tonight. Well, visiting hours over at the detention center? I'm sure we'll think of something, Pearls. Don't you worry. I mean, I'm pretty sure none of this also changes, so I don't know why. I don't know why the game does this, bro. Like, they know I looked at this before. They should just give me the check mark to let me know that. Was that new? Yeah, I don't know if it's new. There's a piece of it. Told us that we can't go in this room tonight. I wonder. I think we did see that already. All right, we can't go on. Power's probably just chilling out here, bro. He always out here. March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall. Oh my god, okay, bro. My morale just dropped immediately. Hey, wait! What is it, whippersnapper? All I know is nothing that has anything to do with you is ever good. Like just now, I was handed this strange device for who knows what reason. And I was told to use it to search the whole hotel. That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? The one Gumshoe made. I don't know, and frankly, I don't care, but the request came from Edgypoo, so Edgeworth. And he said, if you feel angry, direct your anger at that unsophisticated lawyer. So I'm going to feel free to direct all my anger towards you. Gee, thanks a bundle, Edgeworth. What a pal you are. Look at me. Okay, alright, that was new. Well then, how about... Okay. My mind's like a steel trap, so I'm gonna hold you to that. I was not talking to you. Okay, she didn't have anything to say there. I think that's the only time she was going to actually speak. believe that's it now. Oh, wait, I didn't see that. They haven't cleaned up the food yet. Don't you touch it without permission. I brought a lunchbox today so I could pack it. But hasn't the food been out for 2 days already? When it's in your stomach, it's all the same. Wow, the digestive powers of an alien are wondrous. Wow, that's disgusting. Food been out for 2 days, bro. You know how much food this is? You talking about you packing it. No way you starving that much, bro. This is absolutely top secret, so you had better keep it to yourself. I heard they found a spy camera hidden in one of the prisons. Very interesting. I'm sure it was, you know, it was to catch poor Joanne in the middle of a scandalous meeting. Scandalous? What's that? It means, well, you know, that gossip that's been around of my dear Joanne. Oh, you mean the thing about Miss Andrews? I'm sure she must have had some reason for getting close to Mr. Corridor. I'll let you in on another secret, youngin'. I know who planted that spy camera. It was that obnoxious, puffy-haired photographer girl. The nerve of some people. Spying on people by herself? As if I wouldn't want to see it for myself, too. Wow, the alien actually admitted her true intentions for a change. Why are you really calling her an alien? I don't know what you're thinking exactly, but I bet that it's nothing good. But I didn't say anything. So you want to know about Joanne and that manager, right? Actually, as I hear it, they were something of a refreshing pair, those two. Oh? I tell you, Joanne really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard. That manager? Who are you talking about? You don't know? That manager woman Joanne had. About Celeste. It's a shame she killed herself, though. Oh, you're talking about Miss Celeste Impacts, Miss Andrews' mentor, right? Yes, that's the one. That Celeste girl. She was supposed to get married, you know. Married? You mean to Mr. Corridor? Really, you young kids sit there don't know anything, do you? That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after their marriage announcement. 3 days after their marriage announcement? What in the... Why would Miss Impacts want to kill herself? She was going to get married. Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Joanne. What? But they were going to get married, right? They promised each other, right? They held a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, Joanne suddenly canceled their marriage. Is that true? It was in a weekly magazine. But why? Why did he do that? That was not in the magazines, unfortunately. I see. That night after Joanne called off the wedding, that manager Celeste killed herself. How terrible. I wonder what happened between those two. I guess we'll really never know, because, you know, he's dead, so she's dead, so like March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel lobby. On that night, there must have been at least a few hundred people here. I guess the police are done with their questioning, investigating. It looks like things here in the lobby have finally calmed down. Pretty sure there really isn't nothing to look at here, but we're gonna look around anyway. Oh man, this is crazy. I don't know why I'm deciding to look up there. I just figured maybe something would click. Alright, we're out of here, bro. Where are we going? Oh, we came here. March 22nd, Wright and Co. Law Offices. It doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here. Well, he's out there with that camera axing around. At all the electronic stores. Then I'll make some salad for him for dinner. It looks like Pearls really appreciate what Gumshoe is doing for her. Mr. Nick? Yes? Where's the lettuce? I don't think I've ever brought lettuce before. Oh, guess I have to give up on making a salad. And guess the lack of lettuce is kind of a problem. Pretty sure this is nothing really. Always gotta check it though. I ain't gonna lie, whoever made this soundtrack for these games, bro, elite, S tier, Z tier. I believe that's it. Alright, go to the detention center. Engarde here, March 22nd, detention center, visitors room. Visiting hours ended a few hours ago. Looks like we're not going to get a chance to talk with Mr. Engarde tonight. But, won't we have to act very important? Yeah, but I don't think that matters to the guard. Well, that's unfortunate. I can't believe it, bro. How are we gonna... Wait. I didn't even peep. Was, let me go back here. Was his house still an option? It is. It is. Alright, we're not gonna do that yet. We're gonna come here first. Before we do that. March 22nd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. It feels sort of tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Knight? Yeah, it does. I wonder if something happened. You're Mr. Engarde's lawyer, right? Ah, yes, sir. Well, we finally found just the person we've been looking for. A real decisive witness. A decisive witness? You mean for the Engarde case? We're talking the witness statement right now. We're taking the witness statement right now. Gotta hand it to Mr. Engarde. Mr. Edgeworth. What's Edgeworth up to now? Who is this witness? I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer. Mr. Nick? My guess would be Andrews. Between the kidnappers, the Nans, and now this, I can't see any way to win here. Oh yeah, Mr. Edgeworth wanted me to tell you something. He did? Even though visiting hours are long over at the detention center, he wanted me to grant you special permission, so there you go. What? I've already called them, so they know. Go on, go talk to your heart's content. Thank you very much. This is such good news, Mr. Nick. Go talk to your heart's content? It sounds like the police are pretty sure they have tomorrow's trial in the bag. They definitely seem pretty confident. Believe this it. What? Oh, I thought I seen that little mark. I did not mean to look at it. Okay, the only other person we talked to is this guy. He's mumbling something to himself. It seems as though my true face had been revealed. I was an elite businesswoman who made deals with the entire world. I was a young successor of a CEO of a colossal corporation, conglomeration. But my real self is that of a regular everyday policeman. Stop doing image training and get yourself out there in the field. Buddy really be practicing. Alright, we gonna go to Engarde's house and see if anything's here. March 22nd, Engarde's mansion living room. Looks like no one is around. What happened to that person with the stuffed teddy face? Oh, she must mean that butler with the stitches in his face. Shoo! Oh, there you are. I guess you're still awake, huh, Shoo? Come on, let's play. I wonder if that butler, Mr. Doe, is already asleep or not. Yeah, this is definitely like this is definitely Engarde's theme, bro. That's very okay. I don't think anything's new here. Engarde's themes, I'm gonna have to say it again, bro. It's fire. Steam is fire. I'm pretty sure there isn't really anything to look at here. Alright. To the detention center we go. March 22nd, detention center, visitors room. I'm sure they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. So that means that both Mr. Engarde and Miss Andrews are in this detention center. Both of them? Now then, whose story do I want to hear? Wait, I can listen to both, right? They're gonna let me listen. He said talk to my heart's content. I'm gonna save it anyway though, because I don't know. The last time I made a decision in a game, a crucial decision, it was in Gears, and y'all watch that? Y'all know how that turned out. I was under a lot of pressure, y'all. We gonna hear Adrian first. Oh, the look cute sad music. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry to be visiting at such a late hour, but there are a few questions I absolutely have to ask you tonight. Me? I thought your client was Matt. I'm sure Miss Andrews knows something. She can't be clueless about this secret Mr. Kurta had on Mr. Engarde. I'd like to ask you about Matt Engarde if you don't mind. Mr. Wright, you still don't know, do you? The real him, I mean. Who is this real him you speak of? What's wrong with him? You seem to bear a lot of resentment towards Mr. Engarde. If that's the case, then why did you become his manager? And why would you become intimate with his rival? That has nothing to do with this case. Nothing. Yeah, like, it doesn't make sense. If you don't like Matt, why would you become his manager? About Miss Celeste's impacts. I had finally put her death behind me. And now, thanks to you, it all comes back to the surface. I'm sorry. Yes, I was shocked by her suicide. And it's true that when I heard the rumor that Joanne was the one who had hidden her suicide note, I began to draw close to him. I wanted to get her suicide note back and to burn it. You wanted to burn it? But why? I didn't want it to spread like just another piece of gossip. But I never held any murderous intent towards Joanne. I would never do something so stupid. The suicide note, huh? I wonder what it said. They had that. They have to have found that thing. Why did you try to frame Mr. Engarde? That's simple, because he's the killer. That's why. Isn't it the duty of every good citizen to inform the police? But there had to be another way. The police are excellent at doing their job, so they'll figure it out, right? Yes, they're so good that they couldn't figure out the real truth beyond Celeste's death. Miss Andrews. Well, I know you're not the type of person to do something without reason. So please, tell me, why did you do what you did? Revenge. Huh? Did you say something just now? Whoa! A psychic lock, huh? Don't you understand yet? You're not my lawyer. To be honest, you're more like my enemy. But I'm sure I just heard Miss Andrews say revenge. They gonna really throw this out here, bro? They gonna give us a psychic lock, bro? Insane. I don't even... We gotta figure out what she about to... This should be easy, right? It's only one psychic lock. It shouldn't be difficult. Why frame him? Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Engarde for the murder? I've already told you countless times it's because I thought Matt was the killer. No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. Engarde. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge. So you were saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why. What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take for... Don't have anything I want to take revenge for. Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on other people. There's something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. Would it not be Celeste? Yeah, I was about to say, would it not Celeste? There is only one catalyst that can have caused such strong feelings and even revenge. And that is Miss Impact suicide. But what are you trying to say? Celeste was Joanne's manager. On top of that, the one who hid her suicide note was also Joanne. What does it have to do with Matt? You're right. You haven't mentioned him yet. But for you to hat Mr. Mac For you to hate Mr. Engarde, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impacts and her suicide. Can you explain to me this relation between Celeste and Max? I don't think we have anything like that. Alright. I think we made a mistake. I think we made a mistake here. Can we switch? We can leave and come back. Oh. March 22nd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Okay, Mr. Wright, please, you have to help me. Uh-oh. Look at Powers. Mr. Powers? What happened? Why are you here? What happened? Why are you here? You see, I got roped into this somehow. What? And now I'm going to testify at tomorrow's trial. So the decisive witness is Mr. Powers. I was talking with the detective until a little while ago, and I was on my way home. When all of a sudden, you're under arrest, and I was brought back here. Oh. They said my face and whole self in general looked suspicious or something. Well, I guess I can see how they thought you looked suspicious. Sorry, I'm just a normal guy on the exercise show for kids. Is that a crime? So, about this testimony you're giving, what are you going to talk about? I really don't know yet. It sounds like I saw something pretty important from what they tell me. You saw something important? What was it? Well, the detective told me not to talk about it. You can't tell anyone, and especially not that lawyer, he said. Who do you think is that lawyer the detective was talking about? I'm going to take a wild guess and say it's me. Yeah, you got it. Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya and myself are your only two allies in this whole world, but it's alright. Ouch. I don't really have a lot of friends, do I? I ain't gonna lie, Pearl's got a point. I swear this man has no friends, bro. Nobody likes this man. like it's out of pocket, bro. Like, it's really crazy. This is going to do a lot of damage to Matt, you know, because he's got that refreshing, like a spring breeze image going. But what is he really like? Well, let's see. Matt's always been that kind of a player with women. He would never really turn a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. He'd always say it's just a game to justify himself. What? How horrible! That's unforgiving! Unforgivable! Oh, sorry, didn't mean to offend you. But you know, he said once that there's only one person in the whole world who won't swoon over me. One person who wouldn't swoon over him. His manager, you know? Miss Adrian Andrews. Why is Mr. Powers suddenly looking kind of energetic? You see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. I mean, celebrities and their world have this dazzling sort of image, right? A dazzling sort of image, but aren't you part of that dazzling, Mr. Powers? No, I'm more of a hairy, sweaty, smelly, brutish kind of guy, you see. But it's okay, really. I mean, I get to hear plenty of gossip about a lot of other stars around me that things happen. Well, that's true. Oh, hey, so did you hear about this jet? About Miss Andrews' mentor and her suicide? You mean Miss Impacts? I heard something about how her wedding was canceled. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought about it a little the other day about the mysterious death. Hey, Mr. Wright, why don't you ask me about that? Go on, go ahead. The power is so charged up, his skin is practically glowing with electricity. When he said that, I thought of Blanca. Like, hey, so have you heard this? Celeste left a suicide note. And they said that Joanne went and hid it. We heard about that in the court today. But there wasn't any actual proof that she had left this note. Well, this is what I think. I think that something bad was written on that note. Something bad for Joanne, that is. Something bad for Mr. Corda? Why do you figure so? Well, before she died, so let's talk with a few of her friends. And she said it looks like I got caught up with a truly insidious man. Oh, a truly insidious man. Did she mean Mr. Corda by that? Well, there's no one else that fits the bill, right? And that would be the reason enough for him to hide the suicide note. See, well, that's some good info. Thank you. You're welcome. Mr. Engarde and Miss Andrews, they're both at the detention center right now. There are still things I don't understand or know about, I'm sure. I have to get the two of them and tell me everything. Alright. Alright, I gotta talk to Matt first. Well, now, because he knows something. Dude, it's Mr. Wright. I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you. I hope so too. Pedro just dropped a bombshell on me by saying that Joanne Carter was killed by an assassin, and that the assassin's client is this man, Matt Engarde. What's wrong? Mr. Engarde, there is something I must know with 100% certainty. You seem kind of different. It's certainly not like your usual dude self. About the press conference. You mean the one where Joanne was going to dress up as the Nickel Samurai? Yeah, I heard a little more about it from Miss Andrews. It looked like somehow Joanne had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Could you please fill me in on what this secret is, please? Whoa! What? Oh my lord, bro, that's 5? Nah, Matt about to cook me, bro. Matt is about to cook me. Mr. Nick, don't tell me. Psychic locks. A lot of them. You said a secret, right? But I don't have any idea what it is, dude. Do you, dude? Did you know about Mr. Kuroda and Miss Andrews' relationship? Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. But I don't know any of the details, that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care what Joanne did with his life. Miss Andrews, she had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Kuroda. Her mentor was Mr. Kuroda's manager. And Miss Andrews was going to get Miss Celeste's impact suicide note for her. Celeste. Does that jog any memories? Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. You up for a pizza, my treat? Nah, he just dodged the question. Mr. Nick, what's a pizza? Is it a pumpkin? Is it a kind of pea? Like green peas? Let's go eat one later, okay? I got cut off by the pizza dude at the shop. That's too bad. Well, how about we get our minds off this topic and talk about something else, okay? Bro, Mr. Engarde, are you connected to Miss Impact's suicide in some way? Alright, y'all. It's time. We gotta lock in with this. I feel like we should have all the information we need, right? Alright, I'm ready. Buddy is hiding something, and I want to know what he's hiding. I want to know what he's hiding. What he's hiding. Matt's secret. Now let's hear what this secret of yours is. If Mr. Kuroda have been successful in his plan, what will he have disclosed? Told you before, dude. I don't know anything about Joanne, okay? Look, Mr. Wright, I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but totally didn't pay Joanne any attention the whole time that night. I mean, come on. I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you paid close attention to Mr. Kuroda. Would it be the camera? I mean, we aren't. I guess since it's a lot, we aren't really losing anything. But I would guess it would have to be the camera, right? We don't even have that though. We don't have that. We don't have the thing. I don't know. I don't think we can say anything to him. Because we don't have the bear thing. I don't have, like, yeah, I don't... March 22nd, Wright and Cola offices. Hey. Mr. Nick, your phone! I don't like the sound of this ringtone right now. It sounds kind of ominous. It's probably just your imagination. You should really pick it up, Mr. Nick. It could be important. Hello? We got a big problem, pal. What's wrong? I'm on my way to your office right now. Okay. Hey, wait a sec. Why is he coming here? It's terrible. I don't know what to say, pal. It's the end I say. I'm going to... Oh. I got here faster than I thought. Hey? No time to relax now, pal. I'm confused. Is anything here? Well, what happened? We got him. We know who brought that spy camera. Huh? This quickly? And this bear is what gave them away, pal. The bear. I figured it out, pal. I figured that we should have been looking into the bear instead of the camera. But wasn't it Mr. Edgeworth that figured? Shh, Pearls. And go on. There's only one person who bought one of those bears who's related to this crime. Who was it? Who would be so rude as to spy on another person in a room? Matt Eckerty. Huh? Matt Eckerty, your client. That's who, pal. Here I thought things couldn't get any worse. Are you sure you heard right? That the person who bought this bear was? I heard it from the department store clerk, pal. This is the credit card receipt for the purchase. It's for $3,000, pal. That's an exact match to the price of that stuffed bear. A receipt? That's all you have? Now, it's not just a receipt, pal. That store clerk says so himself. He told me, I'm sure I sold the bear to Mr. Eggerty. I mean, the clerk even got Mr. Eggerty's autograph out of the pal. I'm sure the person that brought the stuffed bear was Mr. Eggerty himself. My sight is failing me. This can't be. So what about the spy camera we found? That was dead end, pal. I mean, you can get this kind of thing from anywhere. But for now, I guess I can give these back to you for you to file away into evidence. Now you don't want to give up, pal. I know you don't want to give up, pal. I didn't think it was possible. The person who put the spy camera in Joanne's corridor's room was Matt Eggerty. Why would Mr. Eggerty do something like this? I bet it was to catch Miss Andrews and Miss Corda in one of those rendezvous. I bet it's not good enough for me. I have to know the absolute truth behind this camera. Are you going to see him, Mr. Eggerty, I mean? Yes. I'm scared, Mr. Nick. I wonder what we'll find out next. I'm scared myself, but I have to put on a good face for Pearls. Matt Eckerty, what in the world have you done? Oh, man. Oh, wait. They didn't give me an option this time. Hold on. I kind of wanted to, like, see what he said. I thought he was about to give me the option now then. But they didn't give me a... Alright, we ain't playing the game. We ain't playing no more games, Eckerty. We ain't playing no more games with you, pal. I just said, pal. Just cooked myself saying that.
Take that!
But maybe is that? Someone used this camera to secretly film Mr. Corda's room that night of the murder. Secretly filmed? What? And then sent the images. The images the camera took with this transmitter. Wow, but dude, wow, but dude, where was this camera you talking about hitting? the spy camera was hidden in this bear's eye. A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan. That's one. I guess Joanne had a few of those kinds of fans too, huh, dude? Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan. You sure, dude? Who else could it be from? The person who gave this bear to Mr. Corda was... And then we just get the receipt? Where the receipt at? Oh, well, I mean, actually, he wouldn't have to receipt. It'd be him because it's his bear, so obviously he gave it to him. Just, I don't know, I'm sitting here looking for a receipt. The answer is obvious. Mr. Engarde, don't you know this bear? Don't you know this bear from somewhere? I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude. But he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend? What else did the bear tell you? He says that the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Mr. Engarde. If I didn't know how you worked in court, I think I was in some serious trouble. Come on, this is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg. Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret yet. Well, do you have any proof you want to show me first? Here's proof that it was you who put the camera inside the bear. Oh, there. I'm blind. See that? Bro, I went past that receipt so many times. I was looking for the receipt, couldn't find it. Then I'm scrolling, I found it. Makes sense. I have here one credit card receipt, Mr. Engarde. It's from you. It's from when you brought that stuffed bear. Dude, all you can tell from this is what I spent. Is that I spent $3,800. I don't go to that department store all the time, okay? This is $3,800. This could be the toothbrush I brought that one time. A $3,800 toothbrush? It's ivory. It's got the elephant hair from bristles. Ew, elephant hair. Is that what rich people use nowadays? Anyway, the store clear. The store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not? Dude, you should have said that earlier. So can I ask you one thing? Yes? You're my lawyer, right, dude? So if you are, then why are you looking into stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like stupid lawyer to talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay? No, not yet. I haven't asked why you set the camera up yet. And what your secret is, of course, it would be strictly confidential. So, what are you going to do now? I'm going to find out what I want to know, because I must. The reason you hid the camera into Mr. Corda's room and filmed it in secret is... I don't know. Why do I feel like...
Take that!
It gotta be that. Has to be. Adrian Andrews. There's a rumor going around that Miss Andrews and Mr. Corda were having secret meetings. You, who was keeping tabs on Mr. Corda, you were going to reveal this as fact and turn it into a scandal, isn't that right? Dude, you can be such a moron. Huh? Oh man, Mr. Lawyer dude, that kind of scandal, that's the good stuff. That's what we are in the industry called juicy. The good stuff? Juicy? Look, we can get publicity without spending a penny with that kind of stuff. I mean, if people stop paying attention to us, then I'd be the end, dude. Too bad that wasn't your intention. What are you talking about? I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent, but it wasn't. You didn't spy on Mr. Carter because of Miss Andrews. Then there's only one reason I can think of for you to do such a thing. The real reason you set up that camera in Mr. Cordo's room was... I don't know, something is telling me that it's obviously would have to do... Alright, I'm gonna take Edge's word for it, and he said Matt Eggerty. I'm taking a risk, but not that big of a risk. Taking a risk, but is what is this card? Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Shelly the Killer, but I'm sure you know of him, don't you? Shelly the Killer? That's ridiculous. Why would I know some shady scumbag like him? If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? This is it. I'm finally starting to get to the truth. Can't afford to make any more mistakes now. Mr. Matt Eggerty, I know why you know Mr. D Killer. It's because since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So, how would you know something like that? It's because you're his client. That's why. You hired Shelly the Killer to assassinate Mr. Joanne Carter. The real mastermind behind this whole his murder is you, Matt Eggerty. So, here I was, trying to be a good boy for you, dude. Huh? I know Phoenix ain't say huh, but like, huh? Why he? I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought. Anyway, Mr. Eggerty, you really did hire... Hold on a sec. I'm going to consult myself, okay? What is he? Consult myself? What is he talking about? Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway. About time for what? I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude. Who is him? What is he talking? What? How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I'm Matt Eggerty. What in the world? But he just slicked his hair back. Where'd he get that cup from? His steam fire though. What is happening? Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather so much information as you have. You really are Shelly the Killer's client. You didn't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, did you? What do you mean? And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself, trying to stick the crime on me. I didn't think she had it in her. All I care about is that Joanne is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer? You're lying! What a terrible... It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on, and let us grown-ups talk about more adult things. But why? Why did you hide the video camera in? A weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian. You knew about Mr. Andrews' secret. But I'm an old weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. What? Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding the sinful deed over their heads. And a superstar like me? How much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess? And that's why... Yes, that's where the video comes in. It's got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay, even blackmail him if I want. That's right, the video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright? Why would you do something so wrong? Because I'm a grown-up, and I can. Good enough of an answer for you, little girl? Why? Why would you kill Mr. Carter? Because he was about to sling so much dug onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they? This is all because of that press conference, isn't it? If Mr. Carter had been able to give it, then Mr. Eggerty's secret would have... Ah, well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know. I had no interest in doing it, really, but bit by bit it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought. And that's how Mr. Corda ended up dead. Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used and thrown away. Put on a sweet, innocent face and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it. The assassin too, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone, all working their butts off for me, Matt Eckerty. Aw, did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet. How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you had killed Joanne Corda, and you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. Hey now, I never told you any lies. That person who did the killing was the killer guy, right? All I'm guilty of is taking a cat nap in my room. You killed Mr. Corda! I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. Oh, but too bad. You can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? Oh, but you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely can't do. Mystic Maya! You wouldn't want to test the killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You scoundrel! So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution. I'll get you for this. That's such a cliche phrase. Joanne says something just like that if memory serves. Of course. Well, we all know how well things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. Maya, what am I supposed to do? And now you finally found it. The starting line of this case. Edgeworth. I don't care for the horrid atmosphere here. Let's return to the princess. Bro, what? Buddy, nah, I was not expecting that, bro. That just threw me off. Buddy just, wow. Mr. Truth, I said Mr. See, I'm all thrown off. I can't even say March. March 22nd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Well, right, what are you going to do? If you plan on changing your strategy. No! We can't do that! That's right, he's holding Maya hostage. But, what should I do? That's not something I can answer for you. Mr. Edgeworth? Right, only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, right, it's your turn. My turn? What is the thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer, and you must find it on your own. I'm a lawyer, but to fit for someone who is clearly a killer, Matt Eckerty, that man is really, It doesn't matter who. Every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system? Proper defense? But what exactly is that? Is it where a lawyer forcefully blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery? Ironic that you of all people should say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you have fought for your clients up until now? Well, that may be true, but that's because I believe my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get Engarde and acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all. I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the persons closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do. Right, would you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong. Huh? We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only human, you and I. You want to save someone. That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say? But you are a defense attorney. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do. People like you and Franziska von Karma are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict for a man I clearly know to be guilty. Franziska, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all. And isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You are so petty. I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken. What are you? Thanks to you, when you steal off my path to a perfect win record, I begin to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as perfect record were meaningless. What? I don't believe you. Are you saying that is why you left the prosecutor's office? But then, why? Why are you here now? The answers to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of the story. Mr. Dick, the transceiver! Sorry for what happened earlier. Now then, Mr. Attorney, do you believe you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My, what is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time. Tell me, please. Why are you holding Maya hostage for Mr. Engarde's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer? Right. Please don't misunderstand things. He is my client. Misunderstand things. He is my client. Don't toy with me, a man who hires an assassin is just as much of a killer himself. I believe you were asking me for a reason as to why I'm doing what I am. Yeah? This is what I like to call my aftercare. What the heck is aftercare? My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients for my handiwork. That is what is called client relations, and it's part of my assassin's duty. An assassin's duty? We were unlucky this time, and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney, and to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the very end. What is your name? I believe I told you once before, however. You did? But my name is D Killer. Shelly D Killer. You're Shelly D Killer? Please keep in mind, you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As D Killer, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain, Maya! It would be my duty as an assassin to see if she receives a nice long nap. Ah, no! Now then, if you'll excuse me, if someone were to trace his signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome. Bro, we heard it. We heard the cat, bro. That could be any cat. I don't know what to say. Edgeworth! Did you hear that? At the end of that transmission? Huh? Oh, that? It sounded like a cat. A cat? It can't be! That cat! Can it? What is it? I think I know where Shelly the Killer is holding Maya hostage. Edgeworth, have all the police units head for Engarde's mansion immediately. Alright, you hurry as well then. Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight has only just begun. Yeah! Bro, so we just gonna ignore Andrews? Now then, who's like... Oh, wait, never mind. We still don't know nothing, so it's kind of dumb to go here. We could end the video here, but why not keep it going, right? I mean, it's about to be an hour long, but hey, I mean... Bro, look, it's a teddy bear. Was that there though? No, that wasn't there last time. March 22nd, Engarde's mansion, living room. Maya! Please answer, Mystic Maya! have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape, assuming he's still in the area. I can't believe it. That butler, all this time he was the killer. He and Engarde were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time. Bro, what do we... It looks like there's another room in the back. Leave that to us. I'm sure the investigating team is already doing his job in there. It seems that Engarde was quite famous, even as a motorcycle racer. Generally, when a star like him tries to do something like that, they fail, but it seems Engarde is no ordinary man. Brandon got two personalities. Of course he's not ordinary. This is the first time I've seen such a large fireplace. I don't particularly care for large fireplaces. They remind me of my youth. That's right, he grew up in a really affluent household. I guess you're still not over that case, huh? Don't take this personally, but I really do not wish to remember anything from that time in my life. It's okay, Edgeworth. It's fine, bro. That Engarde. This is probably where he conducted business with the killer. Yeah, surely the killer values his client's relationship more than anything else. So I'm sure he must meet with his clients in person to talk about any transaction.
Oh, it's a figurine of a bear! But there are a lot of cuts in it for some reason.
Bear? Isn't that more of a thing for Mr. Corda? Why would something like this be here? Right, look down. There's a little pet door installed here.
Oh, I'm sure that's for sure.
Do you think that this came through that little door? This door. It's locked. Well, I'm pretty used to breaking down doors by now. Let's go, Edgeworth. Ah, there's no one here. From the looks of this room, I would say this is Engarde's private loan. Look like this, right? An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals in a VCR. Check inside the deck. If there's a tape, it would be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it'll have the moment the crime was committed recorded on it. I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found.
No.
But there's no mistake that someone used this to record something. It looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it. Bro, Buddy is too crafty, bro. We see why he an assassin. It's Engarde's computer. Maya, why couldn't you have used it to get help?
Mr. Nick, where's the power switch?
Oh, I get it. So that's what happened. She couldn't find the power switch. The VCR and the antenna. The footage that the spy camera took at the scene of the crime was being taken and recorded on tape. If only we had that tape, it would have been really helpful. A huge television and speaker room loomed largely here. I'm sure if Maya saw this, she'd say,
I would die a happy samurai fan if I could see the Nickel Samurai on the TV like this.
That is exactly what she said. Yeah, that's what she'd say. I can't believe I just made a joke about Maya, all things considered. It's a very small table. I bet we could barely squeeze 3 pearls on there.
But I wouldn't sit on the table to begin with, Mr. Nick.
Bro, what? I got... barely squeeze 3 pearls on the table. It's crazy. What a spacious sofa. I bet 10 pearls will fit on here.
I don't think a 10 of me would fit, Mr. Nick.
Bro, why is he doing how... Why is he seeing how many pearls will fit on a table and a chair, bro? What's wrong with him? I can't read all the labels, but this is a very large collection of videotape. Looks like Engarde's tape all of his own shows. Bro, it was nothing in here.
There's a little door for shoe in this big door.
I'm sure Maya used this door to shove this out there. I'm sure it was her. Every time you give me some piece of evidence, it's always the most crucial piece. This time too, I'm sure. Yeah, that's it. Darn. It's gone, bro. We've searched all over, but it looks like he got away. I'm sorry. It looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time. And now, we've lost our only lead. Don't give up yet. That little girl's looking to you to be our pillar. Yeah, you're right. You're close. I can tell. We've already set up checkpoints along every route leading out this district. Leave the rest to us. Maya. It's so quiet in here. The light doesn't filter in all the way, so it's hard to see. It looks like there are crates and cardboard boxes tied up with wire here. This looks like a picture of Miss Impacts. With love, Celeste.
Miss Impacts, you mean?
Yes, Mr. Corder's former manager. Why would a picture of Miss Impacts be here in Mr. Eggerty's mansion? I just read that in the right words. And why does it say with love? This might be a clue.
Ah!
What's wrong, Pearls?
Please let me see that picture frame.
Huh? What's so special about the frame?
On the back, there's something written on the back on the front of the frame.
Maya.
It's Mystic Maya. She left us a message.
What?
I thought you'd go. I knew you would. Now listen up. You better get Engarde a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag of not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's gotta watch out for this helpless lunk. That's it for me now, Nick. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. That's... No! Mystic Maya!
Right. What's wrong? Why the blank stare? Oh, nothing. We've searched the house, and this is the last room. It looks like he eluded us. Edgeworth. Yes? As far as clues go, I think this is about all I'm going to get. But I'm still short one last thing. And what is that? Miss Andrews' psychic lock. If I could just find out what secret she's holding, then I think I could stand a chance in court tomorrow to blow this case wide open and expose the truth. I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open that last lock. Oh, they just put me right there. March 22nd. Detention Center's visitors room. Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill. Miss Andrews, I have come to remove your psychic lock. Psychic lock? I want to know, and you will tell me your secret. Fine, go ahead. Try to break me if you can. I know games need to be... Wait, let me see. Is there anything else? There's no games, bro. We locked in. You gonna tell me, Andrews. I ain't playing these games. Why frame him? We already know. Skip all that.
Take that!
Celeste. It would have to be this picture. Have to be. This is a photo of Miss Impacts, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impact's handwriting, isn't it? Where did you find this? No, that's alright. It was a rhetorical question. Yeah, it is. I found this at Mr. Eggerty's mansion. And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed. Celeste, she was supposed to get married to Joanne. Yes, but I heard that it didn't work out.
Because Mr. Carter didn't want to get married to her anymore, right?
Yes, because of Matt.
Because of Mr. Engarde? What do you mean?
I think I can see where this is going. Celeste, she was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at the time. Oh, they was together? I'm assuming they had to be together. I was working part-time back then, and often saw the two of them together. So that's why, with love, Celeste is written on the frame of that picture. They were a couple, weren't they?
Oh, they were a couple, weren't they?
It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used, toyed with until she was thrown away. No.
That's so horrible.
What did he? Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste and her kindness moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that is where she met Joanne. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Joanne were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then it was suddenly called off. On the night Joanne called their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself. I'm sure even you can guess why Joanne called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Joanne about his relationship with Celeste. I see, so that's what happened.
But then why did Mr. Carter have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all.
It was probably because of his worthless male pride. Joanne and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Joanne. He was aiming for when it would hurt Joanne the most.
Poor Miss Impax.
That wasn't the end of it. Damn, like, nah, that's really sad, bro. Like, nah, this is crazy. Because when you really look at it, she basically got her feelings played with by two men. Not really by Joanne, but by Matt. Matt is a manipulator and a user, bro. We know what he is. That means no telling what he was doing to her emotionally. And then she go over there, she meet Joanne, she happy, and then Matt just bro, I know her feelings was just, it wasn't no recovering, bro. I see why she killed herself, bro. She couldn't handle that. It's sad, bro. That's really just wow. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left a suicide note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds, and so that she would never again be hurt by Matt. She chose to die. And then, when Joanne discovered her body, he hid her note.
Why would he do that?
It's simple. Joanne realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt, and it would be especially damaging to his refreshing like of spring breeze image. In any case, with his pride hurt, Joanne sought revenge. Revenge, there's that word again. Joanne wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. And at the time, that would cause Matt the most damage, of course. And that was at the press conference after the stage show. I know all about it because I heard it from Joanne. It was so I could find out all about this that I drew close to Joanne to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night when I found Joanne's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two were always spying on one another after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I even bought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note, and that's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring to them my own kind of cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So when I stabbed Joanne's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. And that's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man? I'm a lawyer. I see. What a foul profession. Thank you very much for your time and for talking with me. It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway. I can't sleep either. Not with my situation or with what I know now. Bro. I'm lost for words, bro. Alright, y'all, that's the end of the video. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Turn post notifications on. That just was crazy, bro. Engarde, bro. It's kind of it's wild, y'all, because celebrities really are like this, bro. It's not even just celebrities. It's anybody that you may look up to that's at least famous that make a lot of money doing something that's crazy, bro. It could be a rapper, a streamer, a YouTuber. It could be anything. Like, look what be happening now, bro, with all these streamers and all this weird stuff going on. I ain't gonna get too much into that. I mean, y'all most likely know it's all over the internet, but it's just a weird situation, bro. It's like these people ain't what you think they are, bro. They aren't. On that note, like, share, subscribe if you're new. And I'm out, bro. It's insane.